Students, today's topic is some important carbon compounds, ethanol and ethanoic acid. We will discuss some reaction and along with how we are going to use this also. So first one is the properties of ethanol. No need to worry about that. Ethanol in the sense daily basis what we used to heard that. So the common name what we are going to call it as is a alcohol. You all know about this, isn't it? So and it is also used in medicine such as tonic, iodine, cough syrup and tonics also, and as a fuel. So it is a tincture. Okay, in this we are going to use this ethanol, and the formula of this ethanol is as you see here, CH2OH. Okay, and the next one, ethanol reaction with the sodium. What happens when ethanol react with the sodium? See, when two molecules of the sodium react with the ethanol, it gives sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide here, sodium ethoxide with the liberation of small amount of the H2 molecule. And the next one, what happens when, how to react when ethanol, we want to give the ethanol to the unsaturated hydrocarbons, in the sense we have to react this ethanol with a hot concentrated H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. So which leads to get the ethene. See the double bond ethene, CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O. This is how two molecules H2O. This is how the unsaturated hydrocarbons will give from the ethanol reaction. And the next one is the properties of ethanoic acid. Okay, what is the properties of ethanoic acid? Also called as acetic acid or vinegar. You might have heard in the so many times that in the case of the food, vinegar, we used to use this, right? So in the vinegar or preparation of the sweet, we are going to use this acetic acid. Belongs to the acid group called carboxylic acid. Okay, it belongs to the acid group. We are going to call it as a carboxylic acid. It freezes during winter, so called glacial acetic acid. We have the another name for the ethanoic acid, that is a glacial acetic acid. Why? Because it has a capacity, it has a property to freeze itself during the winter. Okay, it should be remembered by you, my dears. And now discuss how actually the ethanoic acid reaction takes place with the different angle. Okay, this is how the formula of the ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. Okay, so one of the most important concept for your chapter in your concept, that is a esterification. What do you mean by esterification and how we are going to use this and what is the reaction? Let's learn about this. See, when ethanoic acid, here what I wrote, when ethanoic acid reacted with the ethanol in the presence of the acid, we used to get the ester. See, what you are seeing here, this is the mentioning of the ester. CH3CC bond, double bond O, CH2 bond CH3. Okay, with the liberation of the one water molecule, that is a H2O. This is how the ester formation. I want you to learn about this. Why? Because there is a chances to ask in your examination. The next one, where we are using this ester. The ester is a sweet smelling substance. As I told you already, this is the one of the sweet smelling substance. Okay, and uses in perfumes, flavoring agents. Okay, flavoring agents. We used to this one in the perfumes and along with the flavor agents also we are going to use. And the next one is the supernification reaction. In this ester also we are going to use the soap formation. Let's have a look towards the supernification. What do you mean by that? See, when ester reacted with the sodium hydroxide, it gives alcohol and sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Okay, see, this is the sodium salt of carboxylic acid and the alcohol. Okay, fine. This is how it gives. This one we are going to call it as a supernification. So this one we are going to call it as supernification, which used in the preparation of the soap. As I mentioned, ester is the one which is we are going to use for the preparation of the soap. Let's see how reaction with the bases. Okay, this is how the base NaOH here. So when ethanoic acid reacted with the NaOH, it gives sodium ethanate and sodium acetate. This one we are going to call it as a sodium acetate or sodium ethanate. And in the case of the supernification also, you can see here same thing happens, isn't it? See, sodium salt of carboxylic acid, what I told, sodium salt of carboxylic acid, and in the case of the sodium ethanate or sodium acetate, all are one of the same. And the next one, what happens for the ethanoic acid when it reacts with the carbonate and the hydrogen carbonate? Okay, so ethanoic acid, the first one we will discuss about the carbonate. When ethanoic acid reacted with the sodium carbonate, it gives two molecules of sodium ethanoate or sodium acetate plus liberation of the water molecule and the liberation of the CO2. Okay, and what happens when hydrogen carbonate reacts with the ethanoic acid? Okay, when ethanoic acid react with the hydrogen carbonate, what happens here? Same thing happens. See, the formula is the same, HCH3COONA plus liberation of the H2O plus CO2. This is all about the ethanoic acid. I hope you got the clear idea about this. Thank you.